So, one of the most polarizing players of the last 3, 4, 5 years, honestly, since he got drafted in 2018, has been Baker Mayfield. Runner up for the comeback player of the year this past season. Honestly, he had a hell of a year. Started off rough, and then he just turned it on and he didn't stop. I mean, as an NFL fan, all NFL fans, how can you not like Baker? He's like the most likable, fiery guy in the whole league. Hell of an arm, crazy arm strength, and he just has so much heart. He's like Rudy. It's like, how can you not root for Baker Mayfield? But with that being said, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have some interesting decisions to make in this upcoming offseason. Two of them are Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans. Both of them are set to become free agents. An interesting thing to pay attention to is if the Buccaneers get deals done with Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans and Antoine Winfield Jr. by Monday, they'll save $1 million against the cap. So that'd be pretty huge. I highly doubt they get all three guys back, especially Mike Evans. I think Mike Evans is gone. I mean, they drafted Mike Evans in 2014, that infamous draft. They had every chance to re-sign him a year ago in the offseason and even this past year, but I don't know. I just don't know why you wouldn't want to re-sign a guy and have him go out as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. I know he's still got a lot of years left, but like, come on, like, how do you be that disrespectful to a pillar of your franchise for the last 10 years? I just don't get that from a management and culture perspective, but I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. Now for Baker Mayfield, I could see it going 50-50. I mean, they could re-sign him, but the thing is, Baker is going to command a respectable contract after the past year he's had. It would be similar to Geno Smith's 3 years, $75 million deal. So, $25 million for a year for Baker compared to what he played on this past year. 1 year, $4 million. So, pretty crazy promotion right there for Baker. If he doesn't come back to Tampa Bay, it'll be interesting to see where Baker does go. I read an article saying today that the New England Patriots could be in play for Baker Mayfield. I think that's interesting. I think that's very interesting. Again, no one knows what Gerard Mayo is capable of. I have no idea. Nobody on that team probably has a clear sense, but they do need a quarterback there in New England, so why not build around a culture guy? I mean, he would be great for that locker room and building that new culture with Gerard Mayo, so I think that would be a good move. And, you know, Baker's got a hell of an arm, so playing in the cold is no issue for a guy like Baker Mayfield. Dude's a warrior, man. I like that landing spot for him a lot, too. I don't know. I feel like Tampa Bay is going to disrespect Baker with the contract offer, like I just talked about. I mean, they've been pretty disrespectful to Mike Evans. You think they won't do the same to Baker Mayfield? I just think both of those guys are probably gone, even though there's a part of the Buccaneers management that do want them back. I just think they're probably gone and they'll probably just draft a quarterback. J.J. McCarthy is kind of an interesting spot for the Buccaneers in this upcoming draft. I don't know. I just kind of see it. I have a vision. Honestly, I'm a Broncos fan, fortunately and unfortunately, over the past, 5-8 years. But, man, if the Broncos signed Baker Mayfield, I'd be fired up. Like, honestly, like, the Broncos have so many holes to fill. Like, let's just have like 2 good drafts and just sign Baker Mayfield and like let's just see what happens for a few years. Again, like Baker's really well liked around the league, and to have a leader, a good leader, and just someone that's good for the locker room, it's just so undervalued. Like I would love to see Baker in Denver. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Is Baker a perfect quarterback? No, but the quarterback market is up. It's always been up. I mean, just take a look at Geno Smith. 2 years ago, he had the year of his life, and he got paid in spades. 3 years, 75 mil. And then this past year, he completely shit the bed. He looked pretty much awful throughout the whole year. So whoever gets Baker is not going to get some franchise-altering quarterback. No, he's going to be a serviceable, respectable guy that comes out and slings it, gets the job done, hopefully most of the time, but at the same time, there's going to be moments where it's not that pretty, but that's just what Baker is. He's a starting quarterback in the NFL. He's just not a franchise quarterback. Even in that playoff game, like, he played well enough. I know he had those couple of picks. One wasn't really his fault, but he has playoff experience, and playoff experience it's an asset. It's something that's pretty valuable in my opinion. So I just think Baker has a lot of traits. So wherever he does go, I'm excited to watch him. I'm really excited to watch him. So, where do y'all think Baker Mayfield should sign? Should he go back to Tampa Bay? Should he go to the Patriots? Should he go to some other random team? Let me know what y'all think about that. One last thing before I get out of here. I just want to talk about Mike Evans and his potential landing spots. Obviously, you got the Chiefs. The Chiefs are going to be there. They're just going to make something happen, I swear. If Mike Evans goes to the Chiefs, that would be... oh, gosh. That'd be crazy. I'm just going to leave it there for now. But another interesting team, which I had a video earlier about, Houston Texans, that'd be great. That'd be so exciting. I would love that the most. Especially for him, too. He's going home. But another interesting, polarizing soap opera team he could go to would be none other but the New York Jets. Because that's what they need there. They need more receivers and not O-linemen and, people to protect their quarterback. But regardless, the Jets will have interest in him because they do need help at wide receiver, technically, even though they do have one of the best young stars in the league in Garrett Wilson. But, man, I just don't understand how you could spend a lot of money and just ignore that O-line. But I swear, that's why the NFL is so great, man. Like, it's just drama. It's just soap opera for all humans of any age and any gender. Like, if he goes there, like, that would just be so entertaining. Like, could you imagine? Like, just even more drama for this upcoming year with Aaron Rodgers and the Jets and Robert Saleh taking away cell phones and holding people hostage, and now like they have now they're adding like a Hall of Fame receiver there. Oh my goodness. Can't tell, but I'm really excited for this NFL offseason. You should be too. So, what do you think's going to happen? Because that's all I got. Peace.
That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch. 1st and 10. And Rice has got it on the screen. McLean's all over the ball carrier. Quarterback should have never thrown at that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards. The Giants snap it at the 36. Rice, right side. And he's brought down right at the 42.
The defense doesn't want to give up runs like that, so how do they stop it? Well, they start crowding the line of scrimmage, so you keep crowding that line of scrimmage, look out, they'll throw it over the top.
3rd down and 5.